Start with Ryan up front, then we'll go to Mark.
Luke, there was so much excitement for Dre this year. Just how tough is it to lose him in the first game, and how do you think that changes things for the receiving group there?
Yeah, it's tough. That's a hard injury to have happen to him. But I think he showed how tough he is. He got hurt in the first play. He played the whole first half. So I know that injury is kind of unique in that it's, some guys are in excruciating pain. Other guys, don't really feel it. But he said he felt it, and so it's going to be tough to lose a great player like Dre. But we're talented in that room, and we'll rally around him and support him through the rehab process.
Mark on the left.
Coach said there's probably 5 or 6 throws that you'd like to have back. When you look at it, is that about what you saw?
Yeah, I'd say about a handful of throws. Here or there, just missed a little bit. I thought decision making, I was pretty sound. Just a few things, just tying my feet with my eyes, and it's things that are correctable, and we're gonna work on this
So
week.
more encouraged or less encouraged after watching, or about the same?
It's about the same, kind of what I expected. We had long drives, and we played like 77 plays. We just need to finish those drives, and we will.
Nick.
Going into the game with only 6 wide receivers, does that limit some things? You do limit routes?
I don't think it did this past week. It can sometimes, depending on how you want to attack the other team. I thought the guys that we had did a great job, especially all the young guys we had playing. Freddie, Josh, Dre. He's not as young as the other guys, but he is new. They did a really good job. I just think we need to, like I said, finish in the red zone and put 7 on the board.
Thomas.
I know they haven't practiced a whole lot, but what will it mean to this team getting Tyree Cleveland and Rick Wells back? What do they kind of bring to the offense?
Yeah, Tyree and Rick, they're extremely athletic, fast, big guys for freshmen. If you just saw them in the locker room, you probably wouldn't think that they're true freshmen just because they're pretty developed physically. The biggest thing with them is just getting comfortable. They both had hamstrings, so just getting them comfortable, kind of reintegrating back into the offense. It's really good to have them back, especially with Dre being down.
Edgar.
So we talked the other day, you had a lot of time to prepare for that, think about your first start. Now you're kind of into the season. How does that kind of change your preparation, just kind of the way you go about your business?
Yeah, well, you definitely have a lot more time for the first game. You got pretty much all of camp. But just kind of getting into the routine, weekly routine. Mondays, what we do on Mondays, Tuesdays, just taking it one day at a time. Saturday will come. Just sticking with the routine, and the coaches will make a great game plan, and it's our job to execute it.
What is kind of your routine? I mean, how much have you watched every team on the schedule at some point already this summer? How much Kentucky have you already done? That kind of thing.
No, they don't want us looking ahead. That's kind of when you get in trouble, is when you start looking weeks down the road to what you think might be a big game, or might not even be a big game. So take it 1 week at a time, and as far as day by day, and just kind of keep that private. And what we do with the coaches is, I'm sure they don't want us sharing what we're doing every day. So.
Well, I didn't mean the game plan or anything, but just how you kind of go about it. I mean, how much extra film you watch, like once the season starts, and how you manage your time. I'm sure it gets tougher.
Yeah, no, it does. Class schedule, trying to graduate in December, so, have a family in town, class schedule, practice, regular meetings, and then, extra film on your own. Yeah, it's tough. It absolutely is.
Zach up front.
Luke, watching the offensive line play on film, what were your impressions?
I thought we did, pretty good job. There were a few plays here or there we got a little loose, but, I thought we did a good job of, the critical downs. I thought the protection was good. I thought I did a good job of getting rid of the ball, and they opened up some holes for the running backs. It's really just one block here, a perimeter block there. We're really close to scoring a lot of points, so I think just tightening down those things and it'll be fun.
And then getting Keontae Lewis back, what kind of dynamic option does he bring to the offense?
Yeah, absolutely. Really athletic, long tight end, extremely coachable, fun to play with. really good hands. So we're definitely excited to have Ciante back. The guys did a great job at filling in when he was suspended, but we're definitely excited to have him back.
What are the benefits of being able to run a 2 tight end set especially with a guy like Goolsby and Lewis? And
Right.
what kind of headaches can that create for defenses?
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard for defenses because they see 2 tight ends and they think, oh, they're going to run the ball. But if you look at those guys, they're great pass catching tight ends.
Yeah.
So it does put some stress on the defense. Do they go nickel or do they stay in base? It's interesting to see kind of how each team, addresses that personnel.
Mark on the left.
You said you're on pace to graduate in December.
Yep.
That's realistic?
Yep.
What the hell are you gonna do in Gainesville for 2.5 years after that?
Hopefully get a master's. I don't know what in yet, but hopefully get a master's. That's the plan.
What's your degree in?
Family, youth, and community sciences.
Matt on the right.
Luke, when you went back and watched the film, what encouraged you most about the offense as a whole, and what was maybe the most concerning part about what you saw?
I think we played with great effort. Really good effort, good energy. I thought throughout the game, there weren't any dead fish out there.
McElwain disagreed with you. McElwain disagreed with you.
Oh, well, I thought when the coaches asked for it, we did a good job. Maybe there were some dead fish, I didn't see them. But offensively, I thought we did a good job keeping the tempo up, pushing the pace of the game and dictating how fast we were going to go, not letting the defense dictate to us. And then again, just finishing the red zone. That's the biggest thing. We need to score touchdowns to win games. We love having Eddie being able to make 3 for 3. Only 2 of them counted, but that's encouraging that he was 3 for 3.
4 for 4, 3 of them counted.
4 for 4, 3 of them counted. Thank you.
Thomas.
I thought that was interesting when you said that you guys had the good energy when the coaches asked for it. What do you do to get to the point where they don't even need to ask?
Exactly. I think, just as the season goes along, we kind of need to police ourselves. They're really good teams, that's what they do. They don't need coaches to get on them to realize that they're not doing what they need to be doing. And through camp, we kind of started to do that, started to take ownership of our team. But it's just a growing process.
Any final question? All right.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.